Hi guys, Honor is here, back for another video on the channel. In this one today then, it's a live match reaction of yesterday's fixture between Swansea City and Coventry City, where the Swans ran out 3-1 victory winners in the end, with 2 goals from Michael Obafemi, 1 from Coventry-born Jimmy Patterson, and Gustavo Hamer getting a late consolation goal for Coventry. Back-to-back wins now for the Swans, of course, winning on Monday night against West Bromwich Albion, and also being another Midland side on the weekend in Coventry City. So good for confidence. It was a very, very good performance, which I'll touch on in a moment now. But yeah, welcome to the stream. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It's free to do, and we have hit over 4,600 subscribers, which is absolutely brilliant to see. And also, if you are watching live, please do contribute in the chat as well, because I'd like to get some of your guys' interactions. And please do like the stream as well. That's also free to do. So yeah, I'm going to say a quick hello to everyone in here quickly before I start getting on to the match reaction and, you know, give my player ratings, who I thought impressed, who I didn't think played well, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I completely forgot about the match reaction, to be honest. It was like halftime the Man United game, and I was like, God, I've not even done my reaction yet. So I thought, yeah, I've got to carry on the content, got to carry on the regular uploads and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this content. Like I said, there's one way I can find out how you guys enjoy the content. That's just by, like, you know, leaving a like and subscribing and all that stuff. So let's go into both teams' lineups then. Of course, Swansea City's lineup was pretty similar to the team who beat West Brom. I think it was just one change in the end, and that was Corey Smith coming in for Hannes Wolf. But the team anyway was Andy Fisher in goals, a back three of Ben Kabangle, Carl Norton, and Ryan Manning, with the fullbacks being Cyrus Christie and Corey Smith. I think it's the first time he's ever played wing back in his career. The midfielders being Flynn Downs and Matt Grimes, the front two in Pro and Patterson as the outside forwards, and up front Michael Obafemi. On the bench then, it was Ben Hamer, Finley Burns, Cameron Congreve, Carl Joseph, Jay Fulton, Joel Bodia, and Olivia Ncham. Hello to the people in the chat. Hello, Guiwi201. Very, very good win yesterday, mate. And yeah, John is absolutely brilliant, mate. For Coventry then, they lined up with Simon Moore in goal, Clark Salter, McFadzean, and Rose at the back three, with their fullbacks being from Swansea City, left back Jake Bidwell and Todd Kane. Midfielders of Hamer and Chief, Maidson and Allen as the outside forwards, and Victor Yorker is up front. On the bench for them then, they had Tavares, Jones, Howley, Reed, Wilson, Wagcorn, and Gordon. So yeah, pretty strong team from Coventry, of course, you know, trying to get Bidwell to play very well on his return against the Swans, and Yorker is, of course, returning. Safe to say both of those didn't really have a good game, especially Bidwell. I thought Bidwell was absolutely terrible, to be honest. He got an early yellow card. I thought his crossing was pretty poor as well, and yeah, he just didn't look good, Bidwell. Yorker is, you know, he's useless, and he's absolutely useless. I said it all last season, and, you know, just for half time where we nearly conceded a goal, he had a big chance, and when he was 1-on-1, I was like, oh no, Yorker's going to score here, but he still missed. Oliver says, one excellent win, lad. Couldn't be at the game. I sit near you in the stadium. I feel sorry for you and probably hear me all the time, mate. But yeah, maybe you shouldn't come to more games then if we are putting up performances like that. Reese says, you've never heard that Cameron guy. Yeah, I think he's just an under-23s midfielder. I think it was just because Hannes Wolf was unavailable. Obviously, we don't have a big squad. But yeah, let's start off with the game then. Both teams in the opening 10 minutes were trying to get possession. It was a pretty tight game. No real chances in the first 10 minutes. I thought it was a pretty good start though from both teams, especially the Swans. You know, we were having some really good possession of the ball, going forward quickly. We won a free kick, got Bidwell a yellow card. We did take the lead though in the 12th minute. There was a lovely play from Corey Smith on the halfway line, a nice little 1-2 with Jimmy Patterson. Smith doing, you know, just like a natural left wing back, really. Touch and go, runs on the wing, plays a nice inward pass to Michael Obafemi in the box. Obafemi one touch, plays it back up to Patterson. Patterson takes a touch, and it's an absolutely brilliant finish into the bottom corner. You know, Patterson, you know, he's Coventry born. Coventry must absolutely hate playing against Patterson because he always scores against them. He scored against them in November. He scored against them yesterday. It's a brilliant finish from Patterson, but you know, you got to give huge credit to Corey Smith for this goal. You know, a lot of people, I think, have quite a bit of agendas against Corey Smith. Every time, you know, every time the Swans don't win and Corey Smith plays, you know, it's always like, oh, why is Corey Smith playing? Corey Smith's not good enough. But at the end of the day, Corey Smith's 31. He's championship experience. He costs us absolutely nothing. And he's a very, very good player to come off the bench if you need to hold on to a lead or if you need to start him in the middle of the park. But fair play, left wing back. You know, not ideal at the end of the day, but, you know, it was a big contribution. Coventry, you know, trying to get some efforts on goal. There's a really, really big shot from them, which went wide over the bar. Bidwell had a few crosses, which was, you know, nothing. Swans, trying to get some more chances. And, the second chance of the game for us, we scored again. Michael Obafemi, get another home goal. He loves scoring at home at the moment. Hopefully, he can do that away from home soon as well. But yeah, it's a really, really good goal kick. Well, I don't think it was a goal kick. I think Fisher had a goal kick, and then when they just play on the back, Fisher takes a nice long kick to Flynn Downs in the middle of the park, just over the Coventry City player head. So it's a brilliant, brilliant pass from Andy Fisher. Flynn Downs has the opportunity to run through midfield and go into the forward positions, which we've seen him do quite a lot of times this season, but usually Flynn Downs in those sorts of positions plays her out wide to the fullbacks, but of course he didn't have the option this time, and he plays a brilliant ball to Obafemi. Now, looking back at it, I thought, oh god, Obafemi, it's not a great touch. The goalkeeper's going to get that. But no, it's a brilliant touch from Obafemi. His pace was absolutely phenomenal to get there just before Simon Moore as well. The goalkeeper for Coventry must be thinking, right, I've done really well here to read this is my ball. But Obafemi says no. He gets the ball and taps it home under the goalkeeper's arms. 2-0 just before half-time. You're thinking, lovely. Don't concede before half-time now. Happy days. Well, we nearly did concede before half-time. Coventry haven't had a sniff in the game at all. They didn't do nothing apart from having the odd possession now and again. But it was the Swans taking a goal kick. Fisher to Kabangle. Kabangle heads it back, trying to play it back towards Andy Fisher. It's a short header. Fisher can't get there. Yorkres gets to the end of it. You've got players like Norton and Manning trying to close down. Yorkres practically one-on-one with Andy Fisher. Fisher stands tall, makes a great save, and Victor Yorkres still can't score at the Swansea.com stadium. Another game for Yorkres where he hasn't scored at Swansea. But yeah, really, really big miss from Yorkres. That Swans going to half-time 2-0 up, speaking to the boys at half-time, really, really dominant performance for us. Our best first half, I think, since Peterborough, to be honest, in terms of the way we dominated that first half. Coventry are no mugs. They're a decent championship side, better than us on paper in the table. But, we controlled that game. 2 chances for us, 2 goals. But I just think we could have gone up another level in that half in terms of chances. But defensively, we were class apart from like a Kabangle mistake. And, I was thinking, Coventry scored quite a lot of the late goals, especially in the Championship. The last game they played before us, they scored a 90th minute equaliser against Preston North End. So they do score a lot of late goals, especially if the game's tight. You don't want to play Coventry in those sorts of situations because they can score late goals. But I thought that was dead and buried because straight after half-time, Coventry trying to go forward, they try a risky attacking through ball. Grimes, brilliant interception from him, takes a touch, he drives forward, plays a lovely ball. Obafemi gets around the defender with his pace and slots their own first time round Simon Moore's goal to make it Swansea 3, Coventry 0 on the 48th minute. Now you're thinking game is done. It practically was. When that third one goes in, with 50 odd minutes left to play, Swans at home, good record at home recently, just beat West Brom on good confidence. You do think Swans would see it out. But to be fair, we were making quite a lot of mistakes after the 60th minute mark when we brought in some players like Joe Latibordia and Olivier Encham. Defensively, we did switch off a little bit. I can understand why, you're freeing up. Obviously, concentration levels aren't going to be great because, you've got a lot of goals ahead of the opposition, so we don't have to be too concentrated. But I think we did just lack a little bit of discipline, to be fair. But like I say, it's still quite a young squad. They'll probably learn from their mistakes. But Coventry, they could have capitalised on it. Yorkers again trying to have a shot that was blocked, and then the follow-up from I think it was Ian Mates and smashed it over the bar. They had a header which just went wide. Martin Wagwan had a chance, but they did get a consolation in the goal with Gustavo Hamer. Again, it was really, really poor from Ryan Manning, actually. It was a simple ball to Norton. He just completely overhit it. Norton can't do much about it. He does well to try and slow the attacker down. Fisher makes a good save. They play it back on the edge of the box, and a player for Gustavo Hamer's not going to miss from there. It's a quality finish from Hamer. I nearly predicted my score prediction right. I think I said 3-2, and I predicted Hamer to score for Coventry. I predicted Patterson and Obafemi to score for us, but I didn't get Perot. And if Coventry scored one more, then prediction right. But like I said, I could see a lot of goals in that game yesterday, just because the way Swans and Coventry set up. Let's dive into the comments then. Of course, the final whistle was in. So, yeah, I think we did deserve to win, but 3-1 in the end, I think it probably could have been down to a 1-goal margin, especially with some of the chances Coventry had towards the end. But, that was our downfall. Yeah, Carl, if I had it right, mate, will be showed out in the next video. Hello, Will. Are they all much happier now after West Brom finally won a game of football? 2-0, I think. Carl and Grant scored 2, I think. Fisher made some good saves. Yeah, he did pretty well yesterday. There's a little bit of scariness, actually, in that first half where he came out in the box to get a ball, but just went back. But, they didn't score from that. But yeah, Fisher was excellent yesterday, and we see And I think we can now see why we've signed him. His distribution's fantastic, and that second goal, it doesn't happen if Ben Hamer or Stephen Bender's in it for us. It's brilliant. Reece Stobb said 3-3. Well, he predicted a lot of goals. Congreve, I believe, is an under-23s midfielder, mate. Promotion charge back on. Well, I think we're only a couple of points behind you now, but we probably have a few games in hand, I think. But yeah, 3-1 against Coventry. It's a good win, Coventry. Probably disappointed. Their fans are excellent, though. 2 pyros. There was one before the match and one when they scored a consolation goal. So thanks, Coventry, for the title. But yeah, for their fans, absolutely class. It's quite weird, right? I think there's 4 teams who've taken like a huge allocation at Swansea this season. Forest, who took a lot, Cardiff, Bristol City, and of course Coventry. Right, forget about Forest because we got bad. But in the last 3 times now, I don't know what it is, but usually when we're against teams who bring a lot of fans away from home, the Swans just improve because the fans, are up for it then because it's banter between both sets of fans. Like Bristol City, they sold out, 3-1 win. Cardiff, they sold out, even though there's a few empty seats, just saying, 1-3-0. Coventry, they sold out, 3-1 Swans. So I don't know what it is about, away fans selling out and we perform. And then when there's like teams like Luton Town, Millwall, Hull, who don't bring a lot of fans, we don't win those type of games. So yeah, hopefully more fans can, hopefully Fulham bring 2,000 on Tuesday night. But yeah, of course, we do have a game in 48 hours' time against Fulham, so we'll go on to that one tomorrow in the live match preview. The preview tomorrow will be around probably about 6-7 o'clock, so make sure you follow all my social medias down below and you can see when I'm doing that. But yeah, we're going to go into the stats and we'll jump onto the player ratings where you guys can give your player ratings 0 to 10. 5 is average. Yeah, so let's go and have a quick look on the stats. We're looking at FootMob. So Swans have 52% possession, the Coventry's 48% possession. Expected goals, Swansea City had 1.14 and Coventry had 1.13, which just shows how excellent we were converting out chances. Swans had 8 shots to the Coventry's 12 shots. Swansea City had 3 shots on target, so we scored with all our shots on target. And Coventry had 4 shots on target. Like I said, some of the shots they had on target, were big saves from Andy Fisher. And like I said, I do still think we deserve to win the game, even though the stats don't really say it. But, if you're at that game, Swans controlled it. And this is why sometimes stats are a bit misleading. But, you can't fault, Coventry's effort to try and get back in the game. Don't believe anyone hit the woodwork yesterday. There was a few times at West Brom. I think it was 3 times someone hit the woodwork. Callum Robinson twice, and I think Pro hit it. But yeah, 2 yellow cards apiece. Norton got bucked for us, and so did Ben Kabangle. And for Coventry, it was Bidwell and Clark Salter. I thought the ref was all right, to be fair. We'll go on to his rating. But yeah, let's start with the ratings then. Start with Andy Fisher. Unfortunately, not to get a clean sheet, but I thought, he was definitely really, really good yesterday. You could see, Fisher's growing in confidence. Of course, it has taken him 1 or 2 games to, get used to the championship level because he's not been at this level before. But yeah, out of a possible 10, I'm going to give him I'll give him an 8. The odd time now and again where he, was a little bit shaky with the ball, but that's what he's been asked to do from Russell Martin. So I'll give Fisher an 8. Let me know, guys, what you are giving Andy Fisher, and I'll put your comments on the screen. Like I said, 5 is average, but I thought he was way above average. The second goal all came down to Andy Fisher's brilliant distribution. He made some crucial saves at crucial times to keep us, in the game and, keep us well in the lead and, not to be worrying. Because even when Coventry scored in the 84th minute, I think it was, we were all pretty relaxed. Back 3 then, we'll start off with Ben Kabangle. It wasn't a great game from Kabangle yesterday, actually. There was a few times where, he shuttled the ball out for a goal kick, good defensive. But, that chance for your Victor Yoker is just before the end of the half. If that goes in, I think it's a different game. 2.5 time, Coventry come out second half like a wounded animal. And, Kabangle, he's usually, very reliable, but I thought it was just an average game for Kabangle. Yeah, so he's taking number 5, unfortunately. I didn't think he was that good, and there was a few little mistakes in there. But let's remember, Kabangle's still 20, 21, so he's still very young indeed. We'll go on to who else played centre half? Kyle Norton. Again, he was absolutely class yesterday. Kyle Norton. I think he picked up a buck in as well, which is pretty annoying because when Norton gets a yellow card, it's very unfortunate. But yeah, Norton, experience wise, he's absolutely quality. I love the bloke. I just really hope that he can stay. Let's remember his contract is running out at the end of the season. So we do need Norton here next year, especially in the Russell Martin system. So Norton, I'll give a 7. Yes, he did get bucked like a Kabangle, but Kabangle was shaky. I didn't think Norton was shaky at all. I thought he was experienced as always, and playing from the back, he's absolutely terrific. Remember, guys, you are allowed to put your player ratings in. If anyone else does want to help with your player ratings, I do want to know your ratings as well. Ryan Manning. There was one huge mistake which led to a goal, so that's going to give him a few ratings down for me. That passing over was really, really poor from Manning. Yeah, I'll give him a 6 though. I know he cost us a goal, but I still think he was pretty assured defensively. Try getting forward at times, so I'll give him a 6. Fullbacks then, we'll start off with Cyrus Christie. Wasn't that influential yesterday, to be fair. Again, another day, I think Christie could have really got at Bidwell and potentially tried getting him sent off. When he had a yellow card so early, and we all know Bidwell's a little bit of a clumsy defender at times with tackles and that. But yeah, Christie pretty assured performance. I give him a 6. Corey Smith, I can give him an 8, just like Andy Fisher. I thought he's definitely one of those star men yesterday. Really, really good in an unfamiliar role. Went off injured. He gave it everything yesterday, Corey Smith. That first goal was absolutely terrific. I can't believe it. Corey Smith, running outside the wing, brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. And, Corey Smith, I think, is a fantastic, centre midfielder at this level. I think, he's definitely probably a mid-table central defensive midfielder. But, yeah, he's playing left wing back. I thought he did really, really well. Jimmy Patterson, I'll give him an 8 as well. Of course, scored yesterday. I think it's his 9th goal of the season. Really, really good finish. Probably one of his better finishes this season. Don't think he's had too many better than that one. Yeah, it was pretty good. Of course, came off. Olivier Ntcham came on for him as well. I'll give him an 8. Joel Perreault, of course, he's playing a different role in the minute. He's not playing as a striker. He's playing more of a right forward, right mid at times when we're defending. So he's playing a lot more deeper. But with Perreault, we are still seeing him trying to get into the box. He scored an offside goal yesterday, which I don't really talk about because he was miles offside. But we've seen against West Brom, when he had that late run into the box from a deep line position and he just slots her away. So yeah, Perreault, he probably doesn't really play in there, but he's still doing it for the team. So I'll give him a 7 because I thought he was pretty good yesterday. And Michael Obafemi, I'm going to give him a 9 for me. My man of the match. He scored a brace yesterday. I believe he got 1 assist as well. So he got involved in all 3 goals. EA Sports inform this week, please. Of course, the Republic of Ireland squad will probably be getting called up now, and in my box, he definitely should get a recall. Callum Robinson's been not on form for West Brom recently. Obafemi's on form well, so we've got Shane Long. Come on, Obafemi's got to be in that Irish squad. Yes, he's had problems at times this season, but Obafemi right now is on absolute fire, and Stephen Kenny. If you're not going to take advantage of that, then you're not a very good manager. On to the bench players then. We'll start off with Olivier Ntcham. Pretty quiet when he came on. Didn't really have much to do, but again, when you're 3-0 up, there's not much for Ntcham to do. Ntcham's the sort of player you want to come on when you're chasing a game, because that's when you see the best of Ntcham. But, when he came on, we weren't seeing much of the ball. It was all Coventry. So, yeah, Ntcham will give a 6. Joel Atabodia will also give a 6 defensively when he came on. Just trying to show things up. I thought he did it quite well yesterday as well. And Jay Fulton, what a man. I did predict him to score from a set piece yesterday when a cross came in. He's going to header, but unfortunately, we still haven't scored from a set piece this season. It is worrying. Could we go the whole season without scoring a set piece? Hopefully not, because that would be absolutely shocking to say the least. But yeah, Fulton, always good to see Jay Fulton play for Swansea City. Like I said, I probably won't be here next year, so let's try and get the best of Fulton as we can. 6. Referee rating, I believe his name was Jeff Eltringham. I think he got the majority of the decisions spot on, let the game flow at times. Nothing wrong really. 7 for him. And Russell Martin, it was an interesting selection, wasn't it? With no Hannes Wolf, no Nathaniel Ogbet as the normal left fullbacks available. He could easily have slotted Manning as a left wing back and just put Finley Burns in the back 3, or drop Flynn Downs in the back 3 and move Corey Smith in the midfield. But it was a bold decision from Martin, and it paid off. I'll give Russell Martin a 9. Just like the highest rated player I give us a 9. I'll give Martin a 9 because his selection was spot on, his subs were really good, and we saw the game really well in the end. So let me know down below, guys, who's your man of match today? For me, it's going to be Michael Obafemi, or for yesterday. Michael Obafemi, really, really good performance. I'm going to try and see how many goals he's on at the moment. Now I'll check that for you now. But yeah, it's really, really good to see someone else than, Perot and Patterson contributing to the goals. Because, like I say, when Patterson was out of the team, we were just highly relying on Joel Perot. So I'll double check who's. Obafemi's on 5 goals now. If he can get 10 towards the end by now in the end of the season, that's good. But Swansea have only had 1, 2, 3, 4. We've only had 8 scorers this season. We've had Flynn Downs with 1, Manning with 2, Bidwell with 2. Doesn't even play for us anymore. Christie with 2, Njam 3, Obafemi 5, Patterson 9, and Perot 13. So, yeah, look, only 7 technical scorers at the moment. We need to improve that. We need to see some more defenders getting on the score sheet. We need to see some set pieces going in, crosses, and defender heading it. We need to see a penalty going in. But yeah, let me know, guys. Do you ask any questions before I end the live match reaction? Like I said, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It's free to do and it helps out massively. Supporting yesterday's vlog was awesome. I was a little bit worried yesterday in yesterday's vlog because when I uploaded it for the first hour, it was in 360p, which is the worst quality you can get. So if you did watch the vlog yesterday on the 300 odd quality, you can rewatch it now because it's on 1080, so the quality is much better. But yeah, let me know if you want me to carry on vlogging on the device I used yesterday, because I thought the quality was absolutely outstanding. I will be posting on my Instagram account, my main account, in a couple of hours now, of the West Bromway photos and the Coventry photos. I've been banned for a week for some reason because I was following people and not following back. I don't know. Instagram photos are bot basically. So I'll be posting the photos from the last 2 games, so make sure you check it out because I got some class photos to share on there. Follow my Twitters. I got 2 accounts. My Swans Away Days accounts on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter is where I tweet when I'm going to go live, when a video is going out. And my normal social media is just absolute garbage, right? I just tweet what I want, and yeah, we roll. And yeah, I don't really release anything else because social media is basically shit, isn't it? But just like Coventry. No, I'm joking. Coventry, I do like Coventry. Their fans are class. But yeah, next game then, Fulham on Tuesday. Like I said, there'll be a live match preview tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that one. It'll be a hard game for Fulham. I don't want to preview it too much because I've got to save it for tomorrow. But Nico Williams, Mitrovic, Carvalho, Rodak in goal, Seri, their squad outstanding. So if we can get anything out of that game on Tuesday, then fair play. But yeah, it's going to be an hard game. I don't think it'll be a 0-0 to say the least. Not too sure when Cardiff away will be released, mate. I don't think it's been picked for TV. Probably why tickets have not been released yet. But yeah, put it this way: if you've not been to 5 away games this season, you're not getting a ticket because it all comes down to loyalty points. So I'll be alright because I got a Chatman membership and loyalty points. So they'll release Cardiff away in batches, so they'll do it like that. So they'll do season ticket holders, Chatman memberships with 50 plus loyalty points. Then I'll just go to season ticket holders, Chatman memberships. Then they'll probably just do season ticket holders. They'll just do Chatman memberships. Yeah, so they'll do it in batches really, but. Castle ends, I think, 3K, but last time they only give us 2.5K because of the police and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night there. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed your weekend. I certainly did. I had a great night on Wine Street last night. So if you saw me then, I do apologise. But yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow for the live match preview. Like I said, about 6, 7 o'clock, but you will find out if you follow me on social media. But yeah, really, really good win for Swansea City yesterday. 3-1 victory over Coventry City. Back-to-back wins for the first time in a very, very long time. And, if we can make it 3 in a row, then that's absolutely fantastic. Of course, Swansea City are playing a couple of days' time against Fulham at Swansea Stadium to get top of the league. It's going to be an interesting one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.